Hello, Aries. Welcome to your 2022 Release and Receive reading. I'm really excited to get into these for the Zodiac. And here we are. We've just, where are we? Maybe a month and a week or two away from a new year. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do these a little different. If you've been to my channel before and you've followed me and you've done these release and receives for the new year, there's a slight change. Usually I would just do a major release and receive. And the release is something that you're kind of letting go of, a cycle that you're closing off of, something that you're walking away, you're completing, you're putting down. Could be anything like that. And really the whole idea is you're doing that to allow something else to come into your life. So that's what the receive is. But what I'm going to do this year is I'm going to break the year up into two halves. So we're going to do the first 6 months, release and receive, and the last 6 months, release and receive. And just, I don't know, just my own experience too, like as we go through a year, because if I do a release and receive, I'm just one for the whole year, I might just pick up the biggest release and receive for you for the entire year, but it might not even occupy most of the year for you. So I thought, I'm going to break it up a little bit. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my energy oracle deck. Like you're already starting with something really nice at the bottom, woman holding the heart. And then I'm going to go into my book of Shadows, volume 2, tarot, and my teeny tiny everyday witch. There is going to be an extended as well, so if you're drawn to that, the link will be at the top of the description within this video. I'll tell you more about what that's going to be at the end. So if you're interested in it and you stay to this reading to the end, then you can find out what the extended is going to be about. So let's get started. First 6 months, release and receive. Last 6 months, release and receive for Aries. Going to use my energy oracle deck. One of my favorite decks for stuff like this. Gives us good energy readings, information. Release and receive, first 6 months. Release and receive, last 6 months of 2022 for Aries. Release, beginning of the year. Third chakra, your confidence. Interesting. Receive, contract. Wow. That's interesting. It looks like you're definitely going to be walking into some sort of new contract, something legal. Maybe you're taking on a new contractor in your life. Maybe you're taking on a new job. Maybe you're committing to a relationship. But there's definitely, you're receiving some sort of a contract here. The release, the third chakra, this is really coming in as your confidence. This is one of those times where the release is something that you're kind of doing, like you're releasing yourself. You're allowing yourself to do something. So it feels like your confidence is picking up and it's showing. That's how I would describe that. So that's a really interesting release and receive. Your release is sort of like your confidence sort of showing up. Not just you, maybe you're feeling confident right now about certain things, but maybe you're not displaying it as much. You're not coming off as being as confident on the outside as you really are on the inside. So I see it coming out and coming into some sort of a new contract here. Release for the last part, Angel of Love. That's a really interesting card. It kind of tells me that you've made your journey towards something, because the Angel of Love is an entity, a spiritual guide, let's say, that is guiding you to love, guiding you in the name of love. So holding you in love, keeping you comforted, keeping you, and it could also be like taking you through a period of time where you might have felt lonely. It almost feels like this angel is pulling away. You're releasing that. You're releasing this energy from guiding you, from needing to be with you. The receive. Wow. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Your receive is the man holding the heart. So I want to say for you, Aries, big time. The last part of the second half. So would that be like July, August, September, October, November? Yeah, July. From July to December, you are finding some sort of path in love here. is what this looks like. And it makes a lot of sense why you're releasing this angel, because this angel is often guiding you to love. And so you're receiving a masculine energy. So if you yourself are a masculine energy, you might be feeling very compelled to go towards somebody emotionally, romantically, just opening up your heart in a big way. If you're more of a feminine energy, there's likely a masculine energy that is coming towards you in the second half. Wow. Wow. Look at your bottom. Look at your bottom. You've been working out. There's so much on your bottom. We'll talk about that later. You gotta stay tuned. I love doing these. Actually, this is I want to say, the first time in a bit that I've been excited about doing the release and receives for the new year. I didn't say it last year, but the 2021 adds up to a 5, which is not the best energy, speaking in terms of tarot, and it hasn't been the best year. There's been a lot of struggles for a lot of people. There's been a lot of struggles politically, economically, socially, personally, you name it. There's been a ton of that this year, but it's an energy that needs to be transformed. So everybody's going through a lot of transformation and sort of really picking, like, what path is it that I really want for myself? What am I resonating with? What feels really, really good for me? But I'm excited about 2022 because we're adding up to a 6, honey. And isn't that interesting that I'm splitting the reading up into 2 6s as well? The first 6 months and the last 6 months. 6 is balance. 6 is balance. 6 is harmony coming back in here. Okay, I'm only going to show you one of your bottom cards because it does add up to a 6. Look at that. See what I'm saying? I'm really feeling it this year. Oh, I'm getting hot. I need to have little fans. My body's going through changes too. Oh, yeah. I'm hot. I have to put an extra blanket on my son's bed because the house is so cool right now. That he's complaining like it's so hot. All right, I'm just gonna show. No, this is too much. It's a handful. I want to be very, very specific. You have the 3 of Pentacles for anyone that wants to know. You have the Knight of Wands. You have the Ace of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, the 8 of Cups, and the 2 of Cups are on that. What flew out? But I wasn't even ready to take cards, and that's not how I want to take cards. I want to keep this very specific for y'all. Maybe I should turn the fan on. But I do find I get a nice little rosy glow. All right, 3rd chakra, your release. You have the 5 of Wands. Wow. Oh, there's a date on a calendar here. I love it when it does that. It's not giving me a month. Are you serious? There's no month, or I can't read that. June. Is that June? I didn't bring my glasses. I don't think you're going to be, is it? It starts with a J. It's either June or July, the 23rd, if that means anything. Perhaps you really get your, so this is almost talking about, it could be talking about the last part of the first part of the year for you. The 5 of Wands in the 3rd chakra. So you're releasing, if there's something that's been conflictive around you, if you've had a lot of internal conflict about certain things in your life, I feel like you're stepping up to the plate. You're stepping up to the plate. You're addressing it full on, like out in the open. If these are conflicts that are going on with people around you, you're just stepping up and into it. You're not backing down. This is really a very strong energy for you, Aries. Really coming through. If something is not right with you or something hasn't been right for a period of time, it feels like you're having the confidence to, I want to say, at least end some sort of conflict. Because it doesn't necessarily mean combative. Or maybe the energy feels combative, but you're resolving it. You're going to be resolving something that's combative for you in the first part of 2022. And it's curious that June the 23rd is circled on the calendar, so maybe this comes to some sort of conclusion at that point. Contract. This is what you're receiving. The Six of Wands. Wow, when we have 2 sixes showing up with what you're receiving, Aries, this is freaking the bomb. Whatever this new contract is for you, like it could be a lot of different things. I already kind of talked about that when the card first came out. You're going to have success here. You're getting to the top of a mountain that you've perhaps been trying to climb, or it's been taking a long time to get to. You're going to be getting your success here. Whatever this is, if you're going to be working with someone, I'm just saying contract. With contract, I'm hearing contractor. So if there's any sort of projects that you want, that you're thinking about starting in your home or in your space, whether those are projects that you're going to do later in the year, maybe you're signing a contract with someone now and they're not available for 3 or 4 years. The first part of 2022 is an excellent time for you to get into contracts. It's an excellent time for you to sign contracts. It's an excellent time for you to close deals, open deals. It's an excellent time. It's really, really a positive energy for you. All right. The second part of 2022, you're releasing the angel of love. So you're almost, I want to say, ending a contract, a spiritual contract that you've had with an archangel, a spiritual guide that's been guiding you along a path to keep you in love, just to keep you in love. And it kind of sounds funny to say it that way, but it might be saying that you've been through a difficult time and this angel's been around you when perhaps no one else was. But this angel really feels like it's been guiding you to perhaps some sort of romantic connection. And that's why you're releasing it, because that's what you're receiving is a romantic connection here. The angel of love, the Tower. Wow, this energy has been guiding you through a really big major change and shift in your life, and you're letting it go. So it feels like whatever this was for you, it could have been your own personal heartbreak in a situation. It could have had something to do, with romantic, not necessarily, but it may have had something to do with even family or friends. There could have been could have had something to do with the conflict here that's showing up. Maybe the way you step into something with your confidence allows you to take the lead in your own guidance here when it comes to personal relationships. Personal relationships is a really big thing for you in the second half of the year. So then we have man holding a heart, and you have the Six of Cups. Holy freaking sixes for you, Aries. So you have another really like wonderfully balanced energy card coming through, and it's feeling soulmate. It's feeling family. It's feeling nostalgic. It's feeling really, really beautiful. Aries, you're going to have a good year. That's what I'm seeing here. You guys are going to have a really good year. I think you've had the last couple ones that I've done for you, these release and receives into the New Year's. This one is looking pretty good. Now, I want to say, if you're already in some sort of a romantic connection, if you're already very happy with the relationship that you're in, maybe you have been there's been other things going on in your life that have been difficult or have put a strain on your relationship. I really see that coming to an end and just having really much happier, joyful times. If this is not romantic energy, this has to do with friendships or even other family members. I do feel like any big disruptions that have occurred in the past, I'm trying to say, it could be something that occurs in the first half of the year. But for most of you, I feel like it's probably even something this year, last year, however long ago it could have been, that things are getting cleared up. Things are going to be very, very nice. There's going to be a really beautiful energy here for you. What do we have at the bottom? We have the Seven of Swords. That's an interesting underline. That's the only one in the upright. Oh, look at that. Oh. I'm just really being drawn to the fact that all the papers, all the documents that are being pulled out are blank. Clean slate. That's what I'm hearing. A very clean slate. Yeah, very clean slate. Now, you want to see what this whole underline is of the Energy Oracle deck. You have the Door to Romance. You have man holding a card. Man holding a card. Man holding a coin. the thinking woman, the fourth chakra. This is almost like you're releasing the angel of love, someone that's been guiding you to perhaps a connection, or out of someone who's been an angel, an entity that's been guiding you out of stormy waters. And now you're taking on this archangel to open up heart chakras, to start a new cycle of that. And then you have the world and the sun, and that's where it ends. And then it's reversed. I think if I was going to have done a reading like in the old style where I just pulled out one release and one receive, I think yours would have come out probably more on the romantic end, because it doesn't feel like you're diving into romance like at the beginning of the year. It feels like you're starting to pave your way to success, and you do that by demonstrating your confidence in situations around you. Being strong enough to push through your own inner conflict as well. But yeah, as a general, like here you have door to romance, you have the fourth chakra, opening up your heart chakra. You have, I do see abundance again. The thinking woman, so I see you being able to strategize, to be able to, if there's information that you need about particular things, like again, if you're going into any legal agreements, and I feel like you will be on some level dealing with legalities, that you will have the information that you need to make the right choices for yourself. And then it feels like it almost, you have some sort of successful completion. And then what comes, like wrapping up, it's a sense of wrapping up stuff to prepare for a whole new cycle here with the World card, an end, starting out, being on the pier of life and looking out at the possibilities of a new world. It almost has the feeling of judgment, a new beginning. And then here, the sun. This is like your wishes and your dreams coming true. These are your brightest days ahead of you. I don't know how anyone else, Aries, you just started off like out of the gates, big and strong with this 2022. I don't know how the other signs are going to be able to, yeah, to follow your lead, right? You're Aries, you're the first one out. Tell everybody to follow your lead. It would be good. So that's what I got for you. I don't even have to use the teeny tiny deck. Okay, so I'm going to do the extended. Now, what I'm going to do with the extended, I'm going to be using my Animal Spirit Oracle deck and another tarot deck. And I'm going to break it up into work, finances, personal relationships, and spiritual growth. So I'm going to break it up into 3 piles, and we're going to look at those 3 elements of your life for 2022. So if you want to look at, this just kind of broke up the time period in 2022. I'm going to go a little bit deeper into those 3 specific elements of your life in the extended. So if I see you there, great. If not, I'm still glad that you came by for this, because I think it's something to be excited about. So have a toast with me in 2022 when you ring in that new year. And until next time, Aries, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.